Now I am going to dictate a journal passage at the rate of 90 words per minute. Let's start. Sir, taking into consideration that India is an agricultural economy, we wanted to move from the primary producer of agricultural product, whether they were consumer products or industrial raw materials, to the processing of the agricultural products. Food processing industry was identified as a priority sector for extended support. Certainly, it provided a promise of income, value added gains to the agriculturist, and to a great extent a sources of substantial increase in job opportunities. What we have in this government is they have decided to tax it. The agro products, jams, jellies and other things have been put to a sort of hardship in terms of additional levies. Now, if you look at the large industry, it got impetus in terms of modernization and capacity utilization, and small scale industries received a considerable support with wide range of subsidies, fiscal reliefs, financial accommodation, as well as purchase preference of the products. The emphasis, Mr. Vice Chairman, throughout was on modernization, on capacity utilization and acquiring competitive vigor at all levels. The cumulative effect of that we find at a macro level, that the capital output ratio, incremental capital output ratio, substantially improved. That shows that the quality of economic management has shown results. However, Mr. Vice Chairman, if you look at the industrial scene, I would confine most of my remarks to the industrial sector. If you look at the whole picture, four things happened which need course correction. First, in the industrial economy, metal-based industries somewhat suffered compared to the chemical ones. Secondly, the pace of modernization took a heavy toll of the employment potential of the organized industrial sector of the economy. The capital intensity grew and the labor intensity in the process as a trade-off did not move up. In fact, it deteriorated, and the regional dispersal of industries did not take place to the extent desired, so the industrialized parts continue to grow more and the non-industrialized regions of the country continue to lag behind. Expectations have been the Hyderabad region, the Bangalore region, which emerged as new industrial centers. But if you take the well-known non-industrialized sector, the picture remained depressed. Even the export performance of the industrial products remained unimpressive. In fact, the entire export front towards the end showed some resilience, and our export growth has been moving up, and the trend established during the previous regime has been carried forward. The basic parameters were changed to the advantage of export, and the payoff is very good, but the fact remains that in terms of value, in terms of volume, in terms of composition, as well as the direction of export, it is still inadequate to sustain the import requirement which this economy at this stage requires. For this, we do need fast productivity, efficiency in cost, quality, and better delivery schedule. Our production system in all segments must improve better. But more than that, for export promotion, we need a more worthwhile pursuit of economic diplomacy. Even during the previous regime, more than once, I have shared my view on the floor of the House that there is a lot to be done in terms of course corrections so far as our external relations are concerned. A much greater and pointed economic content in the international relations is an inescapable requirement to sustain the foreign exchange earnings through exports. We need not only orientation, we need a reprofessionalization, and I am emphasizing reprofessionalization of the diplomatic services in favor of the economic content, in favor of trade content, rather than simple political diplomacy. Mr. Vice Chairman, the 1990-91 budget is silent on industrial policy, and that in itself is a sad thing. In a written reply to one of the questions, Mr. Ajit Singh has said, yes, the industrial policy has not been formulated. Now, does it mean that you want to dismantle the industrial policy and the program which were working and which has given so much dividend? If the answer is yes, God save the country. But if the answer is no, then my submission is that while you are still on the design board for the new industrial policy, try to carry the good work being done, and if you want to change, then improve in the direction in which it was moving. Otherwise, you will be playing havoc for so far as the industrial economy of this country is concerned. The proposal to encourage modernization of the indigenous capital goods sector through selected imports and domestic production is an evidence of this government's endorsement of the good work that the previous regime was doing, and we hope that they will not only stop here, but they will carry forward this endorsement in terms of incorporating those things within their own policy frame. Indian public enterprises constitute one of the most critical sectors of the economy. Over rupees 70,000 crores has been invested in the central enterprises and a fairly large amount in the network of the state level public enterprises. Stop. Thank you.